I know what you're thinking, lads. Where has this series been? The reason why I stopped it was just to speed up the other one, but now that the other one has progressed into the Premier League, and that's going quite nicely, I think we can introduce this back in and go with one every second day depending on what my life has to offer for me in that week. But it's looking likely that I'll be able to upload every single day for the next couple of weeks anyway. Don't hold me to it, I might skip a day here and there, but more than likely it's going to be very, very consistent between these two series. And I really like this series because it was a good idea and I enjoy playing it. It was a pity I had to stop it, but now we are back with it. So if you remember, the transfer window does not open until July, as you can see on your screen now. So we do have 2 episodes to go through before we can sign all these players. So what I'm going to do is simulate the DC United game, play the Portland Timbers games, simulate the Toronto FC game, and then play the New York Red Bull game, the derby of this episode anyway. And then the next episode I'm going to do the exact same thing, simulate play, and then we should be at the transfer window within 2 episodes. So if you're happy to see this series back, lads, don't forget to drop it a like. The transfers will begin in 2 episodes, just be patient, it's only 2 or 3 days left, and then we will be having fun with this series. But if you're enjoying it, lads, don't forget to drop it a like, lets me know to make more of them. If it doesn't get that lot of likes, or just let me know down below and I'll stop doing it and I'll just keep continuing with the Oval Town one. It is up to ye are the ones in control of this channel as well as me. So first game we are simming is against DC United. This is the squad we're going for. David Villa is up front, Harrison and McNamara out the left and right, Lopez, Discarud and the main man himself, Pirlo, in the centre mid position, and then Marietta, Brilliant, Chanet, Allen and Johnson in goals. Can we start off back with this series with a massive win against DC United and maybe squeeze into first place? Let's see what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, skip! Yes! Pirlo scores a penalty and one of their players, De Leon is his name, missed a penalty. We win 1-0. Perfect start back into this series, lads. And for those who are wondering, this is what the table currently looks like. We're in first place. A few teams below us do have a few games in hand, so it's not set in stone yet, but it looks like we're good for first place on 21 points. Looking fairly decent up the top of the table, looking to progress on into the MLS Cup. All we need to do is finish top 5. It really doesn't matter where in the top 5 we finish, as long as we get into that MLS Cup we're good. And then the Western Conference, just because MLS like to make it so complicated that they have to have 2 different leagues for the same country. But anyway, we'll go along with the Colorado Rapids are leading that on 24 points to FC Dallas, Real Salt Lake, because there's no fake Salt Lake, Sporting KC and the Vancouver Whitecaps are there as well. So that is how we are looking, lads, just before we go into our very first game that we are playing against the Portland Timbers. Now I was going to change around the squad, we just had a nice week break there or more, but there's not much you can do with the squad because this is what I'm working with here, like, so maybe I might put Shelton in there instead of Harrison just to change it around, and then put White in there instead of Brilliant because they're the exact same rating, just to change things around a bit, not playing the same team every single game. So we'll play this one, simulate the next one, and then play our rival game at the end of this episode, and then we'll move on from there, edging closer to the transfer window where we will sign hopefully a few good players with or without a financial takeover. But let's get into it, lads. Away to Portland Timbers. Woo! It feels good to be back in America. I jumped on the plane from Yeovil all the way over here to New York, managing my second team. Now let's try and replicate some of the games we've been playing over in England into the MLS. Good play. And into Pirlo. Oh, brilliant. And down the wing. Oh, look at that. Look at that. McNamara. Hit that across the keeper. McNamara. Oh, that looked like it went straight through the net. I thought it was gone in. Marietta. Oh, what? Oh, no way. No way did that just happen. Easy defending that should have been. I tried to clear it. I ended up passing it straight into the back of one of the Portland players. Now we're 1-0 down. How did that even happen? It doesn't show the replay properly. Oh, it does. See that? I passed it straight into his chest. And then they get a deflection for a goal. Bullshit on top of bullshit equals 1-0 to Portland. Pirlo's gone again. Brilliant. And up. Into Discarud. Yes. Oh, I thought Lopez was making the run again. What happened there? Into Discarud though. Space. Hits one. Crossbar. Fuck. Decent play. And we're going down the wing. Davia one more. Yes, into Shelton. Shelton definitely has the pace for this. I know he's quick. Ah, come on. Oh, defender doesn't get it. Double tap. Shelton. Yes. 1-1, lads. Finally we get a bit of luck. The defender didn't tackle me at all. And Shelton, in all fairness, was a bad touch. Ends up recovering it. 1-1, lads. Straight back in this game. Oh, I didn't even try and tackle him. All I did was move out of his way and made it way too easy. Good ball in. Nice one. Johnson comes out and collects it. Portland actually playing pretty well here down the right wing in the 70th minute. 20 minutes left. Would be the best time to concede a goal. That's not a penalty, ref. Oh, I thought the referee was about to give a penalty. Pirlo's gone. And another great ball into McNamara. Bit of space for him now. I don't know what his pace is like. It doesn't look great. Oh, referee. Easily tactical foul. Surely a yellow card at least. Give me that. Not even a yellow card, referee. What is going on? We'll swing that in though with Andrea Pirlo. Decent ball. Can we get a head on that? Not even close. But we do collect down this right wing. Can we get another ball in? Not bad. Touch. Shot. Oh, it was on target. If he turned and volleyed that and went in the top corner, that was it. I was leaving my remote down and I was just walking away because that would have been the end of the episode because nothing good could have possibly happened after that. 5 minutes left, probably a bit late for a substitution, but fuck it, like it's better late than never. Harrison is coming on for Shelton because he's getting a bit tired now. And then Chetri, we're going to bring him on for Discarud, and then we're going to change the formation to a 4-3-3 attack, and then we're going to put David Villa then as a centre attacking midfielder. How do you like that for absolute tactical domination? David Villa then and Pirlo back there. Hopefully that might work out and get us these 3 points here in the last 5 minutes. Back into Pirlo again. Hit that long shot. Pirlo, can he save the day? Oh, keeper saves it. And the substitutions are only coming on now. I think it might be a little too late though, but Pirlo, can we swing this in and get a goal out of nowhere in the last minute? Last minute winner! Own goal! What the fuck? Pirlo swings in a beautiful cross. Defender couldn't even handle it, lads. That is literally the last kick of the game, I guarantee you. As soon as they take kick off, that's it. Final whistle goes. Oh my god, look at that. That was a serious own goal as well. Oh my god, it was like a scorpion kick as well at the back heel. Unbelievable, lads. We're after winning this game in the last second. And that's it, lads. I told you, kick off, done. 2-1 victory. Came back. Portland Timbers did fight well, but they just couldn't handle the precise corner taking ability of Pirlo, and we win 2-1. Unbelievable result. And Shelton gets man of the match, the player who I did take off. He only came off literally just as that corner was taken because that was the only time the ball went out of play. What a result, lads. Okay, so not a whole lot going on in the MLS at the moment, no emails or anything. So next game is away to Toronto FC, in which we will be simulating. So I changed the team around just a small bit, took off Villa, put in Chetri, took out Pirlo, put in Acolia. He's a striker, but centre attacking mid striker, pretty much the same thing. And then we brought in Harrison and Gomez and Brilliant as well, just to give everyone a bit of a rest, just to change the team around as well, because we do have a big rival game against New York City Red Bulls in like a couple of days after this game as well, so we need to keep the better players fresh and ready to go. So away to Toronto FC, can we make it 3 wins out of 3 at the return of this series? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, skip. 1-1. Oh, and McNamara missed a penalty in the 48th minute. Marietta scored our goal, and Giovinco, the animal from Toronto, actually mightn't be a bad signing, lads. Let me know down below, should we sign Giovinco? But McNamara just couldn't get the win for us 48 minutes into the game. I don't normally do press conferences, but there's not a whole lot of other things happening, so I might as well do them. New York City FC. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to unnerve the New York Red Bulls manager, just to let them know that this derby means something to us and we're about to fucking absolutely wreck you up. We're even going for slide tackles above the knee, anything we want to get that ball back. So this is it, lads, last game of this episode. A big rival game against the fellow New York club, and we are at home. We got home advantage. Let's let them know who's the better club in New York. So this is the starting 11 we have gone for, lads. We've put Allen back in there and we've put Chanit back in there as well instead of White. Marietta keeps his position, and then we've changed the 4-3-3 to an attacking one and put Pirlo in the centre attacking midfield position. And we also took off McNamara out the left wing and put in Harrison just to give him a bit of a break, because he played like the last 3 games as well. So can Pirlo do damage in the centre attacking midfield position? Let's see how he does up there. This is a big derby game. There might even be a red card in this, lads. There might even be a fight. You never even know what might happen in these derby games. Oh, they're in the box. They hit one. Oh, side netting. I think that was Bradley Wright Phillips as well. A good old player to be playing in the MLS. Oh, that's a good run. That's a good run by David Villa. Can he get the touch? Can he get the strength? Pace boost. Oh, yes. Takes it around the defender. Oh, their left back comes in and cleans it up though. Yes, Pirlo. And one more to David Villa. Surely loads of space. Just couldn't get the touch on it. David Villa. Oh, Pirlo just took his time to finally get the touch on it. Just didn't work out as quick as I wanted it to. But can we do corner like the last one? Can we make New York concede an own goal? Nice corner. Oh, keeper comes out and punches it away though. Oh, what? It looks like we had the ball there, but Bradley Wright Phillips has taken it away from us and plays a nice ball in just behind fucking David Villa. David Villa tracking back an awful far bit. Good ball in. Oh, over the bar. How did they miss that? That was a serious counter-attack. New York Red Bulls ain't no pushovers. It's good play. Oh, it's the space in the box for them if they can get a cross in. Hopefully we can block it. Discarud. Oh, Discarud didn't do anything. Just by running at him. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? They're playing well. They hit one. Oh, Johnson gets down well. Great sliding tackle. What? I got the ball there. The ball clearly moved before the player did. And I get a yellow card. Where did that even come from? That was a solid slide tackle. Can we go now this route? Back into Pirlo making a nice run. Pirlo sees a nice run by Shelton. If he can pick him out, that's looking like a good ball. Oh, Shelton, does he have the strength? He does. Can he get the shot away? Oh, penalty. Surely a penalty, ref. Yes. Shouldn't have even got into the box like that. Tried to take a shot that I shouldn't even been taking. And I end up getting a penalty just by kicking him in the leg. Even though he left his leg out like so. Penalty, lads. Pirlo should be able to bury this. Or is it David Villa? I can't remember who the best penalty taker is. We will check that right now though. David Villa is 87 and Pirlo is 84. So this is going to be David Villa. Top right hand corner, lads. Top right. Let's go. David Villa. Yes. 1-0 up at the home ground in the derby game against a fellow New York club. 1-0 up. David Villa gets us in the lead. Oh, I'm after running out of his way. Bradley White-Phillips hits the shot, but Johnson gets down well. I thought he was going for the other corner. Doesn't seem to have his shooting boots on today, Bradley White-Phillips. Oh, it's a good ball into the box. Can we block the shot? Oh, Johnson is actually getting down well to each and every shot. He's making them look very easy. They swing a nice ball in, but surely that's our ball away now. And we're gone with Harrison. Harrison's ended up passing us back to them. They turn. They hit one. Oh, it's 1-1. I knew Harrison was going to make a mistake. He has been playing good all day. In all fairness, they were playing pretty well in the last couple of minutes since we scored that penalty as well. And he just lies on the advertising board. Don't be rubbing it in, man. Go away. Skip everything. On to the next one, lads. 15 or 10 minutes left. Fuck, that's a bad time to concede a goal. Shelton. Good ball into Pirlo. Pirlo one more into David Villa. Of all people to make a pass like that. Oh, David Villa gets it. No free kick. Surely we win this. David Villa! How was that not a free kick? I absolutely ruined him to get that ball. And we win again in the last minute. What is going on? Come back. Animals, New York City. Look at that. I absolutely ruined him. In fairness, I did get the ball and got him after, but happy days. We're after winning the derby in the last minute. And that's the end of the game, lads. We win 2-1 again with another last minute winner. I'll take them any day of the week. Sure, who cares? It's a goal. It's a goal. I don't care what time of the match it is, as long as we get 3 points after. Happy days. That was a serious derby game. And David Villa does get man of the match, obviously, because he did get 2 goals and he assisted both of them himself. It was a penalty and just ruined the defender there in the last second. Nice one. So that is where we're going to end today's episode, lads. We end 7 points clear at the top of the table, even though a few players do have a few games in hand. A lot of them. Philadelphia have 2 games in hand, so it's a potential to decrease. But for now, we're 7 points clear. Happy days. So if you're starting to enjoy this series, lads, remember 2 episodes. After the next episode, transfer window opens and we're going signing players. But if you're enjoying it, lads, don't forget to drop it a like. Anything you want to say, leave it down below. And I'll see you in the next one.